Today we have ZEAL and ARDOR, Firewake. It's a newer song from these guys. I'm super excited about it. This is Pardon My Reaction.
What's up, guys? Chris and Dave from Pardon My Reaction. ZEAL and ARDOR. We heard parts of other songs of this band, and we were like, why is there nothing else like this?
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised I haven't heard it before.
Yeah.
And I actually bypassed this band a lot. I've seen them on, different music platforms, and I'm like, I don't know. I listened to like one clip. I wasn't into it, just from the clip I heard, so I just never listened to them again.
First impressions.
I know it's
weird,
but then you come back and you're like, oh.
Well, yeah,
maybe
we somehow stumbled upon a different song
of
theirs, and it played it, and we're like, what is this? This is sick.
Yeah.
And then it completely turned into something we weren't expecting. You were like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude. What we heard, I feel bad that I didn't give it a fair shot in the beginning. Honestly, I just didn't get it. I think that was the biggest thing. Sometimes these bands have these styles, and if you don't listen to its entirety, you don't get it, and so it makes a weird impression. But what I heard, I liked, and this is the newest one. I think it's about a month old. So let's get into this, man.
Yeah,
I'm curious about these guys.
Here we are with Firewake.
Cool picture, dude. This is just audio, by the way, no video.
Firewake for the mothers and the fathers. No pain anymore. No pain anymore. Stay awake for the last and the others. No pain anymore.
Nice harmonies.
Yeah. I like the little marching band sound.
Oh! Yeah. Oh, nice bass line. Dude, that is nice bass lines. That kind of came out of nowhere.
That came out of nowhere. I really loved like the drummer boy little. Like almost like you're marching into a battle type thing.
Great vocals. So that's the thing is, from what I heard before, there's a lot of like, I don't know, there has like a southern vibe, like I don't even know, that's not even the right word for it. It's just kind of this old feel to it.
Yeah.
He's kind of going in that realm. They don't sound the same, but like Thricey. Where he has that lower voice and it's a little bit slower and melodic. They got great harmonies, right? And then all of a sudden it comes into this screaming like, and it's not even like the thickest chugs. That's what's kind of cool about it, is that they do it in a more old style way where it's a little thinned down. So it's just more like savage, you know what I'm saying? Rather than just thick. It's not that.
Yeah, the way it was
higher.
doing like the chugging right in that part that we just heard almost reminded me of a little Pantera-esque.
I mean, sure. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, it's just
that time frame of chugging. If chugging was on a time scale.
Yeah, and his scream reminds me a lot of the Agony scene, which is a band I used to listen to a lot. Back in the days, and he has that very like high scream, like it's just like real like up there, you know what I mean? It's like high pitched.
Maybe even, you know what? Now that I think about the whole chugging part, almost a Metallica-esque.
I don't know. It's just because I think what you're referencing is that like early 90s metal where they didn't have these like overtly thick tones.
Yeah.
Pantera was known for not having like the thickest guitar tone. It still sounded heavy as shit.
Yep.
It just was different. Nowadays, everybody wants the deepest tone.
I'm just referencing bands that I know of that have had that similar sound.
And now it's like everything's like overproduced and very full and thick. And they go to that. It just sounds a little bit more underground vibes.
Yeah.
And I like it, dude.
Yeah.
It's wild, bro.
Yeah, it's good.
This brings me back to like 2005, dude. Like vibes.
Turn it up.
So like black metal.
No breath for the
That's great.
enemies we slaughter. No pain anymore. No pain anymore. Stand wait for the animals in laughter.
He's got such a nice voice.
Yes.
Every time you listen, sure that nothing went awry. It's coming back to haunt you and demand an eye for eye.
Oh, it just comes in so good.
Yeah. A lot of influences happening right now.
I really like when it was just, you were just in it and just, and then it just
No,
take a breather.
They drop everything out. No, he's got a great voice and a very unique voice, and I personally I really like those kind of lower tones, deeper voices.
Yeah.
And it's like I brought up Thrice. They're not that similar, but Thrice does that, where it's just the melody of it all is really pretty, and there's also this southerny vibe to it. You know what I'm saying? The song that we had heard previous, like pieces of it, had like and I just felt it had like this kind of country vibe almost, dude, to it. The way he was singing.
Very old country, like bluesy country.
Yeah, it was cool, man. And then it gets into like just that scream, which is a very cool scream. And again, like that is the agony scene scream, bro.
Yeah.
It is like, and maybe we'll do a reaction to them because they've been around for a while, but there's a very unique scream to that, and I love it.
I just love the drastic speed changes. I mean, it gives time for people in the pit to take a breather.
Yeah, it calms them down for 1 minute.
Like you
don't want their heart stopping. You know what I'm saying?
Just, let the sweat drip a little bit, and then they okay, and then they get going again.
Yeah, and it's go time. You know what I'm saying? They're just running around. No, I kind of it sucks because like this is the problem with doing reactions is like you find something that you're like, ooh, I'm interested in this, but you don't want to like watch much of it.
Yeah,
because you don't want to you want to keep it fresh when you do the reaction. But like I turned on just like probably 30 seconds of some of their live stuff. I want to see if they kind of are able to do it live, and they are. They sound great live as well. Or at least the little piece that I heard sounded really good. So,
nice,
dude. I'm digging this, man. I'm digging these guys,
fun.
and I'm ashamed of myself for not. They've been around for years, and I've never gave them a shot. That's shameful on my part. I'm sorry. It's so cool. It's
not your typical bass line.
no. It is so bizarre.
I like what they're doing with the bass right there.
The floor toms. Oh shit.
Ooh!
That was great. Great snare work right there.
You guys got some pipes on them.
Yes. Here, pause it real quick. Dude, I gotta be honest. Like, what's awesome about these guys is when you get a band like this and you make music like this. First of all, very talented all around, but extra talented at creating music because the transitions, where they go with the song, like that's hard stuff, man. Writing a song is not easy, and so beautifully done. But what's cool about them is the style that they are. They've opened themselves up to be able to play with damn near anybody in the rock game. Because they can play with somebody that's a little bit lighter, more pop rock, probably, any metal band, and then they could also play with bands like Behemoth, you know what I'm saying, who are black metal or Norwegian metal bands they could play with. I mean, all of them, because they have elements of all of it. So they could create a set depending on their catalog, and I'm sure it's pretty extensive, that they can create a set seemingly that can fit with almost any band. And that right there is really opening yourself up to get yourself out there, because now all these bands are going to ask you to
open. You're
not
limited to certain genres.
No, it's like, if you're like a new metal band or something, and, you're really playing with new metal bands or like, pop rock or popular rock bands. But these guys are like, man, we can play with them. We can play with a metalcore band. We can play with a death metal band. We can do it all. They can do it all. And not only that, but just the way they look and the way that they are. Like, you could play with Ghost. I mean, there's tons of bands that you could play with that are in all different realms. What was the band that we just started listening to that was been badass the past couple of days? Sleep Token. Like, these guys can play with Sleep Token. Like, it's wide ranged, and that is really about as good as it gets for getting yourself out there, and which is probably why they are pretty successful right now, honestly. So great. Not genrering themselves into one category is awesome, dude.
All right, let's finish this up.
His scream. I can't get over the agony scene thing, dude. If you haven't listened to them, go check them out. Dude, well done.
Ooh.
That was well done, man. That's a good song right there.
Yeah.
Front to back, great. It's got heavy elements. It's got the melodic elements. And I know what we heard before seemed to have more of the singing than the screaming. So I'm not real sure if this is like generally how heavy they are. But either way,
still enjoyable.
Oh, it's amazing, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't want that. Honestly, like, there's certain bands that you don't want them to be just heavy. You want that variety.
You want some other shit.
I want to be surprised. Dude,
we're going to have to do another one.
We'll be doing another one from these guys. And hopefully they're coming out with this. They got a EP that has this song, Firewake, and another song on it that's, I guess, an instrumental. And I'm guessing they're going to be coming out with some stuff coming up here soon.
Yeah.
And they do really good videos, seemingly. I mean, 6 years ago they have videos, 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the next video from these guys that we can actually see the content as well and what they do with that.
Yeah.
Awesome. A+, bro, for this. Great stuff. ZEAL and ARDOR, Firewake, newer song. Go check them out. Go like their page. And if you like what we do,
hit that subscribe button.
Hit the subscribe button. Follow, notifications, all that good stuff, so we can get to 2,000. You guys have been killing it for us. We love you guys. And we'll see you next time.